Oh, well, it's finally time to meet our next second chance pet. And this morning we are meeting this guy. This is Jackson, the adorable fella, very photogenic. I think he's smiling all the time. Look at that. But he does need a forever home that can help him kind of crack out of his shell.
Yeah, joining us live to introduce us to Jackson is Sam Ellingson with the Humane Society for Southwest Washington. Good morning, Sam, and good morning, Jackson.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having us. And you're right, he is. He is always smiling. This dog is constantly smiling, and he has a very lovely smile, too.
Happy pup. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's introduce us to Jackson. How old is Jackson? What type of breed is Jackson? Let us know.
Yeah, so Jackson is a 1-year-old, kind of a mystery to us. We're calling him a hound mix. You know, as you can see, he has some pretty interesting coloring, which is also like one of his prettiest traits, I think. He's a very handsome boy. But he does have some very sort of classic hound behaviors, which means he's very interested in exploring. He's very interested in figuring things out. He's got a bunch of toys in the yard right now that are really much more interesting to him than I am. And so I put him on leash to try to make sure I can actually keep him on camera, because he's not as interested in hanging out with me as he would like to just sort of run around and play with his ball. But if we let him go, that's you're not going to see him again. He's just going to be sort of running around in the back. So Jackson is 1-year-old. He came to us from Texas, actually. He's a transport dog. And when he arrived here, he was pretty darn shy. He was really withdrawn. He just wasn't very comfortable. So our team really just gave him a lot of space and took the time to kind of get to know him. And what we learned was that he's really nervous in new environments. But as you can see, he's really comfortable out here in this yard. He's gotten to know me, so he's actually, he's actually quite snuggly with me now, as you can see. So this is great to see with a dog like Jackson, because typically when people are going to meet him at first, he may be really withdrawn. He may be really shy. But after he gets to know you, as you'll see, he's quite a snuggler, and he really just wants to hang out with his people.
Yeah, you can tell. You just kind of got to crack him open a little bit.
Oh, he's a lover.
And then he's going to open up and be super relaxed. So with that in mind, though, 1-year-old, maybe a bit shy until he gets to know his new family. What else does he need? What kind of family are you looking for Jackson?
Yeah, so because Jackson's shy, we want to make sure he goes to a home with kids over age 14, so that we have older kids in the home who can really understand what it means to help him go slow and help him get used to his new environment. He's also going to need a home that has a fenced yard, because he is shy. If he's outside and he gets spooked, we want to make sure that he's still going to be secure in his home. But most importantly, he's going to need a family who's going to understand that he will need a pretty gradual introduction, a pretty slow start in his new home. We don't want to let his comfort here fool anybody. Like, because he is comfortable here, he's having a great time. We just want to make sure that the family doesn't take that for granted, knowing that when he gets home, he's going to take a week or two, maybe 3, to start to feel really comfortable. But once he does, he's great. He's super fun, really playful, and clearly likes laughs and snuggles. So I think some family's going to get really, really lucky with a little guy like Jackson.
See him pawing at you even while you're talking.
I know, he's just
yeah.
cute boy. I don't think he's going to be there for very long. So for his perfect family, how can they reach out to you guys? How can they introduce Jackson into their family?
Yeah, so they can see all of our dogs on our website at hssw.org. And they can come into the shelter and see Jackson or any of the other dogs or cats that we have available for adoption. We're open daily from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's great. I think, just like Emma said, it's not going to be too long until Jackson finds his home. He seems too sweet for that to take too long. Sam, it's always great to see you, and thank you for introducing us to Jackson.
Thank you all so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Of course. Take care. And if you want to meet Jackson, or just like Sam said, browse through any other pets up for adoption, that website is hssw.org.